everyone. And hello to my friends on Facebook and YouTube as we are all starting our day on this Sunday and we continue to follow all of the breaking and the developing news that has been happening in Iran. So much happened overnight. I don't know about you. We were here live for a little bit last night and we were able to get a little bit of sleep. So I'm definitely not as cross-eyed as I was last night. It's been a few nights of sleepless nights, and I'm actually looking forward to a wedding. I'm officiating a wedding a little later today. I really, in the past 2 months, have completely, was telling somebody the other day, forgotten what it feels like to just be happy and joyous, and the overwhelming emotion that has been coming out and seeing all the Iranians out on the street all over the world crying. I saw a video of two men who were on the street crying, and the story is that both of their fathers were killed by the regime. And the outpouring of their emotion and the tears that they were just, all of it just coming out. You see that, whether it's people dancing, whether it's people in pain. I've seen, hi DJ Dodo, I can't wait to see you in Iran. I can't wait to see you in Rasht, in Shomal soon. Our work is not done, and there's things to be talked about, as you can see. And one of the reasons why I wanted to come back here and be live with you guys today is that there are quite a few updates. Many things are happening. It is not safe yet out on the streets in Iran. So let me give you some of the updates that I'm sure some of you have heard, and I will update you on some of the things that we're hearing. I will be back at work on Fox 5 tomorrow. We're already working to line up a bunch of interviews to talk about the latest that's happening in Iran. So where do I start today? I want to start with some news that was very unfortunate to hear, that three U.S. service members were killed yesterday in the strikes, and five of them were injured. Out of respect for the families and the information that is just starting to come out, they have not released the names of these service members. But we can confirm that their three U.S. service members were killed in the strikes and five injured so far. There's also some breaking news, and my friends, I get a little distracted because I'm reading comments and I'm trying to talk at the same time. I apologize again. عذر میخوام که من فارسی با شما صحبت نمی کنم به خاطر خیلی ها الان 100% الان بیشتر از قبلا که توی جریان ایران اصلا نبودن، الان آمریکا وارد یه جنگی شد با ایران، and مهمه که ما به زبان انگلیسی بهشون این ویدیوهایی که اینا داره میبینن توی سوشال میدیا و اتفاقایی که داره میفته الان توی سوشال میدیا که آمریکایی‌ها شاید توی جریان نبودن، نمیدونن اصلا what is happening، چرا مردم داره میرقصن، چرا این داره گریه میکنه. So it's really important برای من از یه خبرنگار، از یه مجری برنامه آمریکایی و انگلیسی اینجا توی آمریکا، من وظیفه‌مونه همینجوری که من سعی خودم رو کردم و کمک بکنم که صدای مردم ایران باشم، من همین کار رو باید به زبان انگلیسی انجام بدم. به خاطر الان خیلی از آمریکایی‌ها الان داره بیدار میشن، الان دیدن که توی یه جنگ هستن با ایران و they're saying why، چرا، و این باید بهشون توضیح داد. بروز شما میایین یا میخوای همونجا بشینین؟ اوکی، بروزم داره میاد. So I'm gonna stay in English. اونایی که فارسی زبان هستن و انگلیسی بلد نیستن، اگه دوستای من میتونن کمک بکنن و حرفای منو به فارسی براشون بنویسم، خیلی خیلی ممنون میشم. تنها یه چیز میخوام به زبان فارسی بگم. I have to say this in Persian برای اونایی که توی ایران هستن. سه شب پیش وقتی که پرزیدنت ترامپ صحبت کرد و همونجوری شاهزاده هم صحبت کرد تو این چند روزه، دوتاشون گفتن که توی خونتون بمونین. الان میدونم همه هیجان هستن، همه با تمام این احساسات میخوان بیان توی خیابون. ما ویدیوهای همه رو داره میبینین توی شهرهای مختلف توی ایران اومدن تو خیابون داره میرقصن و واقعا اصلا من هنوز از یه لحاظ باورم نمیشه چیزایی که داره میبینم. من امروز صبح پا شدم به بیروزم نگاه کردم گفتم بیروز واقعا این اتفاق داره میفته و این روز رو ما داره میبینیم، ولی هنوز و هنوزه خطرناک بیرون و پرزیدنت ترامپ گفت بمب زیاد هنوزم هست و خواهش داره میکنن که مردم توی خونه هاشون بمونن تا لحظه که به شما بگن بیاین بیرون توی خیابون. so فقط مواظب باشین. الان I'm going to tell you in English اتفاقایی که الان افتاده در این 24 ساعت و کشورهای دیگه الان داره involve میشن. صبر بکنین تا ما یه خبری از شاهزاده رضا پهلوی ما خبری بشنویم یا از پرزیدنت ترامپ که it's safe to come out. اینو میخواستم به زبان فارسی بگم که I wanted to repeat that. حالا if I can I go to English? Hi Bruce, good morning. Good morning Bruce.
Good morning.
What?
Do you want to sit on this side, closer to your camera, or?
Sure. So you have to we have all different kinds of people here today, and what?
Different kinds of people.
Well, everybody's they have different opinions, and good morning Bruce.
Good morning.
Bruce, say good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, can I give the updates?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to give the updates in English, and then if you want to help in any way and explain it better in Farsi, it would be lovely. Unfortunately, there was sad news today to hear that 3 U.S. service members were killed in this attack. And if I may, I want to read the statement that came out. Give me 1 second. I should be able to put this up on the screen, but I didn't have this saved. U.S. Central Command said in a statement on Sunday that these are now the first confirmed deaths since the U.S. began launching these strikes on Saturday. 5 additional personnel have also been seriously wounded as part of Operation Epic Fury. While announcing the military action, remember when President Trump was talking, he did say that the lives of American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties, and that often happens in war. And unfortunately, we woke up this morning to the news that 3 U.S. service members were killed. There was also some reports that the United States has sunk an Iranian ship. That news is just coming out right now, so we're waiting for it to be confirmed. I can also tell you that there is news circulating, and it has been confirmed on some level, but I'm waiting for it to be confirmed on a higher level, that former President Ahmadinejad was also killed in these attacks.
Ahmadinejad.
Ahmadinejad, former president, was killed in these attacks. So I'm waiting for full confirmation, but there are enough news sources. Over the 100 kids that were killed, Ferry, and I think I would suggest for you to remove yourself from the live, and if you can't, I will do it for you. That is all being investigated as well. The United States and Israel came out overnight saying that they are not aware of any of their that they had attacked any school, so that is being investigated. What has come out is that the school was very near, or if not attached to IRGC or a Basij military base. So that investigation is ongoing right now to see what exactly happened. And there were 80
It
plus.
doesn't make sense if these kids if they're in the middle of a war, and these guys are next to an IRGC facility. Why would they even be in school? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. The 100 kids in school on the days that these guys are attacking. Let me just imagine you're a mom you're a dad, you're a parent, and you're gonna send your kid to school the day that these guys are attacking, and they killed your supreme leader the night before at the 11 p.m.
Yeah. So, what else can I tell you? What else can I tell you?
Oh,
Uh,
Saudi.
yes. So multiple countries, uh, Iran or the Islamic regime, and I got to try to get in the habit to say the Islamic regime or the Islamic Republic. As we go through this, I feel more and more it is really important. And I think people have understood this, that the people of Iran, the majority of the people of Iran, are not the same as the Islamic regime, the Islamic Republic in Iran. That's the videos that you're seeing of people dancing in jubilation, crying out on the streets, celebrating the death of the Ayatollah, shows you. And I think it was Marco Rubio that many, many months ago said that there has never been a government that has been more further apart from their people than the Islamic regime in Iran.
These are occupiers.
I can't, I'm on the, I will in a minute.
Wait, let me first scan it and then you get the text.
Oh, Shaden, I can't, I'm on my phone right now.
Adios!
Adios.
Adios. Adios.
Yes, it is true that 3 U.S. soldiers died. That was confirmed this morning. Shaila June, what bears you talk?
So yeah, as far as the rumors go, I mean, honestly, I think this whole thing with the school, it's absolutely sad. No kids, nobody dying, except for these mullahs. But I would never send my kid to school on a day that bomb is coming. 80 kids, 100 kids go to school next to an IRGC. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, but I think, yeah, you mentioned Saudi wants to now release their military on IRGC as well. So I think that was a big news. And
Yes. So, yes, there are reports. Sorry, there's so many messages that are coming up, and it's very, it's hard. It's distracting because you're trying to talk, and then the messages that are coming in. Oh, this seems like one of the other side people.
it's okay, let him be.
I know. I just gotta.
But yeah, Ahmadinejad is likely to be with his buddy Khamenei right now. So, that's, I don't think that's going to be confirmed soon.
That should be confirmed soon. And as we're waking up this morning, we are seeing that there are more and more attacks to the neighboring countries, whether it's Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Bahrain. There were 2 different hotels that were hit overnight. Multiple civilians have been killed in those attacks. Many, many are injured. And now we're starting to hear some of these countries who, in the weeks leading up to this, were very vocal and said, we do not want to be involved in this war. We're not giving you our airspace. We're not going to allow you to use our bases. That those countries are now stepping forward in order to defend, their own country, that they are now going to get involved in the war. It was, I believe I read somewhere today that Saudi Arabia has now pledged to be a
Part of the war, yeah.
part of this.
Honestly, I think we give these guys too much of a credit. They're going to go down a lot faster and sooner than anyone had anticipated. There's not much left. Even when you see the president or whatever that they have that comes on TV, he knows he's a dead man walking. It's coming for him too. So if they had this much of a brain, they would just say, look, you know what? We understand. Why don't I just pack my shit and leave?
So I also, because many of you are asking, I want to bring up that has President Trump agreed to talk to the Islamic Republic? It is now being confirmed that the president has told sources in the media that the country's new leadership, whoever that is, wants to talk to him on the phone, and he has agreed to talk to them. He said they want to talk, and I have agreed to talk, so I will be talking to them. President Trump said they should have done it sooner. They should have given what was very practical and easy to do sooner, and they waited too long. Trump said in a phone call around 9:30 in this morning. He was asked with the conversation with the Iranians if it would happen today and tomorrow, and he responded that he cannot say that. He noted that some of the Iranians involved in the negotiation in the recent weeks were not alive. He said most of those people, quote, are gone. Some of the people we were dealing with are gone because that was a big, big hit. And he told this particular reporter they should have done it sooner. They should have made a deal. They should have done it sooner. They played too cute. So what exactly
Look, the people in Iran are chanting Javid Shah. That's not going to go away. Reformist, whatever, including Ahmadinejad, that was because he was probably one of the leaders in the reform, right? So if they wanted to do a reformist, then they would have picked him because he was probably the leader with that movement, right? So the whole point is unified. I think there are protests outside of Iran. In LA, there's one going on. I think there's one in San Diego. Go ahead and make your voice known. He needs to understand. Shahzadeh has a lot of backing. Everyone in school, in the streets, everyone's calling their name. So support him. He's the transitional leader, and Trump does his thing, right? He makes his statements, he talks, but at the end of the day, he made a really, really good statement that look, the government is yours. Take it. It's yours to take. And Iranians are already voiced who they want, and they're gonna take it, right? And that's it. Simple as that.
So as people are celebrating and as people are coming out in Iranians all over the world with the news that the Ayatollah Khamenei was killed, a reminder to everyone that this is not over. The attacks are continuing. There are a fresh round of attacks that happened in Tehran just a few hours ago, and Islamic Republic is retaliating as well, and not only hitting Israel but neighboring countries. And now you hear these conversations that they're going to come to the table to be able to talk. I do agree with Bruce. If there's anything that we've learned from President Trump over the past few months is that he does things
His way.
his way, and he'll do whatever he feels.
Look, Trump has a very unique personality, right? At the end of the day, there's a lot of people that don't like his personality, but when you look at the core of what he stands for, he loves the states, he loves to help, and he likes to make a difference.
And maybe coming to the table is just, if he wants to talk, as somebody maybe just mentioned, is surrender.
Surrender. No,
He,
that is
he
done.
gets on
Yeah,
the phone
he's
and
already
he
said
says,
that.
the time has passed. You need to
Get out.
surrender and get out. So maybe that is what the conversation is to stop the bombing and to stop the retaliatory attacks to Israel and to all the
Put your guns down.
countries. So
And he said that. Put your guns down, join the people. And the people are fed up. 47 years, they're not gonna go for Mujahideen, MEK, MKE, whatever they call themselves. That's not gonna happen. And it's not gonna be a reformist. If it was gonna happen, it would have happened a long time ago. And it's gonna be a fresh start for Iranians. And I'm really proud of them to be able to go ahead and get it to this point at this stage. Just the one thing is they got to be unified. Unification is if you love Iran, if you love to be free, that's enough commonality between all of us that we can make this work, right? Love Iran, love freedom. That's it. But again, they have to understand what freedom means, right? And I think that's the most important thing. If you're sitting at home and you're like, what can I do? Like, learn about freedom and then teach it to someone else, right? That's the most basic thing that you can do.
and I know there's people who are just joining us and they keep asking again. And Frank is saying, did you hear the president is going to negotiate with Iran? Let's use some critical thinking skills here and open our minds and say, what could that negotiation be? Do you think it's a negotiation after everything that happened, that you think that the president of the United States is going to come and say, okay, you guys stay in power and continue? Or would that negotiation be, uh, we tried to talk, you need to pick up and you need to leave. And the negotiation is to stop the bombings that are happening and to stop the attacks that are happening right now. I don't see any other conversation that could be had in that negotiation. What, I mean, what is there to negotiate?
The surrender.
It's to surrender. That's what.
Negotiations are to surrender. Look, uh, a lot of people were thinking, "What is he going to attack? Is he going to attack?" Well, he's building up his military over there, right? He doesn't want one single bomb to hit. It hits, right? But if they've kept it limited. They've managed to hit a hotel, Fairmont, in Dubai, and they've managed to hit their airport. These guys are loose cannon, right? So then they wanted to contain them, and Trump is not going to concede. He's already said it. It's yours to take. I'm going to say this in Farsi.
Please به فارسی هم.
واسه دوستایی که انگلیسی بلد نیستن، اگه میخواین کاری بکنین تو ایران هستین یا توی خارج از ایران، اولا اگه ایران رو دوست دارین و اگه آزادی دوست دارین، همین این دوتا ما رو متحد میکنه به هم دیگه. و فقط بفهمین معنی آزادی یعنی چی. آزادی مطلق، نه اینکه مثلا بخوای آزاد باشی بری آدم بکشی فلان بکنی این حرف رو بزنی. یه کانستیتوشن داشته باشی، اما اون چیزی که واسه خود شما هستش حتما نباید به یکی دیگه تحمیل بکنی. این میشه آزادی. اگه میخوای نماز بخونی تو خونت، هر چقدر میخوای نماز بخون، برو کلمه ملق بزن، پشتک بزن، تو خونه خودت کارت انجام بده. وقتی میای بیرون، be a normal human being, be a reasonable, prudent person که بتونی با بقیه توی اجتماع اذیتشون نکنی. اینا هی میگن تو این چادر بذار، اینو بذار، اینو بکن، چه میدونم آهنگ گوش نده، به تو چه مربوطه اصلا؟ Are you crazy? Anyhow, the two things that will really, really unify Iranians is if you love Iran,
Hold
sorry. If you love Iran, if you love freedom, that's enough for us to be together. That's all that matters, right? And if anyone comes out and says, look,
Do you have your phone? It's over
it's
there.
getting charged.
Okay.
And if you think this is not going to continue, Charlie, for long, this is going to be done with, in my opinion, it's probably by the end of next week. You know, that's how Trump does it. And if they're already talking to Iranians inside, it's surrender. It just doesn't make sense.
یه کسی فکر کنم عاشق تو شد. Bruce, you're adorable.
I don't. Has to be nice,
You know, maybe is that it?
It's just it's very basic concept. I don't understand, especially for Iranians. There's a lot of Iranians outside of Iran. They grew up here. با وجودی که از ایران اومدن بیرون، تو آمریکا زندگی میکنن، توی چه میدونم اروپا زندگی میکنن، هنوزم اینا این آزادی نمیدونن یعنی چی. اینو یک مقدار خیلی کوچیکه راحت میتونی یاد بگیری.
شایانم عاشق توه.
I love you guys too.
He's a little googly moogly.
I don't know about googly moogly, but
Googly moogly.
look, well, I mean, honestly, my personally, I'll do anything for Iran. I mean, US is my home. This is my number one priority here. But Iran has a very, I mean, the first, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. وقتی که به دنیا آمدم, the first step I put my foot down was in that place, right? I learned how to walk there. I learned how to ride a bicycle, so it's close to me. And we'll do whatever it takes to make it work.
You wouldn't have met me.
Yeah, maybe, but you never know. Our parents went to the same school down there, so.
Bears and I are both from Rasht, and I was born and raised here in California. I have lived here my entire life. I've never lived in Iran one day in my life. Last time I went back, I was just 4 years old. I haven't been back since I was 4. And Behruz was born in Iran. He was there until how old?
I was 9.
9 years old. And
10, yeah.
we met in Orange County when we were just 20 years old. Ooh, ایریش سفیدم نداشتی آقا.
اینقدر اذیتم کردی. سفید شد.
من این سفیدان هم نداشتم when Behruz and I met, but we later came to find out both of our moms' names are Shohre, and both of our moms went to the same high school in Rasht at some point, right? They were in the same school and they didn't know each other. And fast forward all these years, my parents, my dad, married my mom and they came here and they started, I was born here. My whole life has been here. Behruz came here and it just, what a world. دنیا چطوری میچرخه that you have two Rashti kids Tijana Khorban that meet in Orange County and we get married and we have 4 babies and now we're sitting here, fighting for freedom for Iran. So Behruz has his own unique experience for what he wants to see for Iran and his connection. You have people like us that have some type of connection to Iran. It's not a country that we really have been in and seen, but we love. We understand that that's really where we come from, where our families come. من هر دفعه شیدن و هر 4 تا بچهای ما همشون یه دونه ابرو دارن. همشون. And I always look at their beautiful eyes when Shaden looks at me or Shyla looks at me, and that came from somewhere. It came from people that, are from a land that is on the other side of the world. I have a little Kurd in me too. You know that?
I have a little Kurd in me too.
And he has a little Kurd, so we're a little bit Kurdish, a little bit of Turkish, both of us.
That's the beauty of Iran, right? It's the Kurds and the Turks and the Rashtis and Azeris are just, it was a melting pot. At one point, Iran was a melting pot, just similar to the States, right? Where everyone from all over the world would come over there, Jewish, Muslim, Christians, whatever, right? And it was a beautiful melting pot. And it will happen again, right?
Somebody here, Rashid says, you will be the next Iraq and Libya. I would love for you to address that because I think maybe Rashid, you may not be as.
Where's Rashid from?
I don't know. His last name's Elmo. I don't know what Rashid. Where are you from, Rashid?
Sesame Street.
Maybe you may just not be privy or educated in the history of who Iranians are. These are incredibly educated people. They have contributed incredibly to society over hundreds and hundreds of years before even all of this. Unfortunately, for the past 47, 48 years, people have, in this generation, have got to know Iran in this context. But before this, for many, they don't even know what that Iran used to look like, what that Persia used to look like, the empire used to look like.
Look, the difference between Iran, Iraq, Libya, I'm just put it out there, some of the top inventors in today's tech, right, in US, Uber, Airbnb, all of these people that backed up all these different systems are Iranians, right? You go to every corner even in Texas, Persian food in the past 20, 25 years has made its way up, right? Who goes out there to eat Iraqi food? Or, Persians. I'm just saying Persians are so talented. They're so, and I'm sorry, and I'm saying this, there's a lot of, talent all over the world. But what we have is extremely unique. And that same concept is and there's a lot of smart Iranis within Iran. They come from the same place.
Yes. Who was the analyst that said, if you want to make a change in this world, his name is escaping me. He said, unleash the Persians.
Yes.
Unleash the Persians. I mean, the most talented, arguably, we can say that they are the most successful immigrant community outside here in the United States.
There's 8, 9
here in the United States.
8, 9 million Iranians, 10% of Iranians are outside of states. So what do you think is going to happen? That's a really good set of catalyst people that can go back to Iran somehow, one way or another, not to move there, but to go back and help. And you look at Israel. And what I love about Israel is they're unified. They will do anything for each other, and they love their country. And the same thing goes with Iranians. Iranians, the one thing that they lack is the unification, which is going to come. It takes time. And I think now what you're seeing is the unification of Iranians. And the second thing that Iran has that nobody around us, around the countries, is a lot of resources.
Yeah. Bruce and I, where we stand in our own personal opinion is we want freedom for Iran, and we want Iranians who live there to be in charge of deciding who they want to lead them.
Absolutely.
That's where we stand.
And that's what Shahzada stands for. Shahzada wants to be the transitional government, and he will, and I promise you this, and he said it. Why would he want to buy a headache for himself? He wants a transitional government to be able to go in there and go ahead and have people vote. That's his. He's been saying it for the past 40 years. Exact same thing. Nothing's changed about what he said. So anyhow, the funny thing is, even my dad had asked me, بیفتن چی میشه؟ بدتر نشه. خب دیگه از این بدتر چی میخواست
آره
بشه؟ They
واقعا
killed 32,000 people in 2 days. از این بدتر چی میخواست بشه؟ دلارشون مثلا بشه 3 میلیون. I don't understand. They have nothing to eat. Tehran, they have to change the capital of Iran from Tehran to somewhere else because they couldn't keep up with it. They have no water. They can barely eat for such a country that has so much resources, so rich.
President Trump just saying moments ago, telling a CNBC that Iran military operations are ahead of schedule.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's going a lot faster.
Iran military operations ahead of a schedule. I do believe that people are gathering in Los Angeles today. There was already a pre-planned protest. And I do believe, given all that has happened in the past day, Iranians will be going out to Los Angeles just to gather, just to be with community, just to be with each other. So I know a few people were asking about that.
I was looking at some pictures in Iran, Charlie. There's like one place, Sabat Kuh. It's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Iran, the scenery, and once this is over, which is going to be over soon, I think Middle East will be a different experience for a lot of different people. Who would want to go to Switzerland when you can go to Tehran or go to Iran, go to Shoma, go to Rasht?
So this coming in down on Associated Press just moments ago, that a senior White House official says that new potential leadership in Iran has suggested they are now open to talks with the United States after U.S. and Israeli forces launched a major attack, killing the supreme leader and other high-ranking officials. And I can also slowly begin to confirm that former President Ahmadinejad was also killed in the strikes. The official speaking anonymously to discuss internal administration deliberations, said that President Trump says he is eventually willing to talk, but for now, the military operations are still going to continue. The official did not say who this new potential leaders are or how they made their willingness to be able to talk.
Look,
also happening overnight, Iran, the Islamic regime, let me get into the habit of doing that. The Islamic Republic has also said that you have crossed our red line and you will pay the price. We will deliver such devastating blows that you yourselves will be driven to beg. And President Trump responded saying that any retaliation would only lead to further escalation. Since these strikes have started, Israeli police say that they are now searching for 11 people following a missile strike in central Israel. Police have also confirmed there are 9 deaths and 45 injuries. And news did come this morning that the U.S. military said that 3 U.S. service members were killed and 5 seriously wounded in Iran. You know, San Diego base, the USS
Right.
Abraham Lincoln is there. San Diego is a huge military town, and we have a lot of military service members are there, and we pray for their safety and we thank them truly for their service. We
Look.
talk a few more minutes, and let me get him going.
Here, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go to the restroom 2 seconds.
Oh,
Where you going?
You just walked away
Oh.
from the live?
Can you just walk 2 seconds? What are you watching?
I didn't mean for me to walk away and for Bruce to walk away at the same time. Good morning again on Sunday. If you're new and you're just joining us, Bruce and I have been live here. We wanted to just check in with everybody and share some of the updates that we have been learning overnight in regards to the U.S. and Israel strikes. You have been using the wording. It was really a rescue operation, and I heard this earlier today. This very well-spoken young woman was saying of really the entire world. I think if you look at things in the bigger picture and you really realize what this has done for generations to come, maybe you'll have an understanding of why there are so many people who are celebrating right now. Hi,
Hi.
do you want to come and say good morning to everyone?
Good morning. Whoever.
You want to come and say good morning to all of our friends? You know, Shaden, we're sitting here. What have we been talking about the past few days? Mommy and Daddy have been so busy.
Nowruz.
No,
Whoever-
well, Nowruz is coming. You know that?
Iran.
Yeah, we've been talking about Iran, and we're trying to get Iran to make sure it's a free Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we already freed it because the bad person already went.
We already freed it because the bad person already went.
Yeah, he died.
He did die, but there are more bad people, you know?
Yeah, then just get a nuclear missile.
No, we don't want a nuclear missile, Shaden. We don't want, that's the whole point. Nuclear missiles can hurt a lot of people.
Yeah, and that can hurt all the bad people.
It can hurt the bad people, but can also hurt the good people too, Mommy Joe. It can hurt lots of people.
I'll donate this
Okay.
$20 to if you.
You want to donate this $20?
Yes.
You want to give it to somebody?
Yes.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay,
Can
Mommy.
you donate it?
You want to donate it to somebody?
Yes.
For what? Just to give somebody $20?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to give them $20. I get.
Do you know what this says? Can you read this word for me? Let me let's see what this says. You see what this says? Okay, what does it say? Read it for me. Free.
Iran.
Well, this is the Iran flag, but what does this word say? Free.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Okay.
You know what that means in Persian?
What?
Azadi. Can you say
Okay.
azadi?
Yes.
Say azadi.
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 Freedom.
I'm gonna give it. to
Okay,
someone.
I'll give it to somebody.
No, okay.
How about you hold it? Guess what's coming up soon?
My birthday.
Yeah, your birthday's coming. What's coming before birthday? Nowruz is coming. Nowruz. Hi, Shaila. Nowruz is coming. And what do we give out for Nowruz?
I'm gonna get $8,000.
AD, Shaila. So why don't you hold this? And then maybe
Okay, I'm gonna adopt it to her.
you want to adopt it to her?
Yeah.
To
Donate,
Barana?
not adopted to anybody.
You want to give it to Barana for Nowruz AD?
Yes, I want to give her $20.
You want to give her $20, Barana. Shaden wants to give you $20, AD. Okay? You know what? I have one best idea that I can't wait for. I was telling Daddy today. I can't wait. One day we're gonna go to Iran for Nowruz, and we can go give so much AD to all of our new friends on the street over there.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to do that and go celebrate Nowruz?
Okay.
Okay, soon.
Okay. But first, go to Shadens.com.
Oh, Shaden.com. Okay, go, honey. Thank you. Give me
Because
this.
there's no, I'm gonna adopt, and I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna come back with, and
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the money.
Okay. Hi, Mama. I know I can't approve anything right now because I'm on my phone. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Can I finish this and I'll come downstairs? I love you. I love you. Okay, friends. Sorry, we're at home on a Sunday and there's are you back? And there's kids here and I gotta at some point get ready. I'm officially
bye to you.
okay, come say bye. Come say bye. I gotta get ready for a wedding that I'm gonna go officiate a little later today. I will be back at Fox 5 tomorrow. I'm almost done. I'll come log on for you.
Can you just do it, please?
Yeah, I can't do it right now. It disconnects
sorry.
the.
I have to change my shirt.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
Just,
Okay,
just keep.
so Shaden, let us say
I
goodbye,
think
Mama.
so what do you think is gonna happen within the next few days? What do you expect to happen? What do you expect to see? You okay? In my opinion, you troublemaker. I think within the next couple days you'll see the prisoners from Iran or from Evin. They're gonna probably either release them or transport them somewhere else because there's a lot of political prisoners in there, and they're scared of them.
I think they already are. I think I saw some videos that they're already moving some of the political
Oh, really?
prisoners into the military bases right now.
Um,
Oh, Salum is asking about my necklace. You see my necklace? I'll show my Facebook, YouTube, and this is Instagram. So this is Iran. I've showed this a few times. I think it's the lady's name is Noosh, Noush Jewelry. And it's my last name, Zomarodi. Zomarod means green emerald, and they put the green emerald in Rasht. It's my favorite necklace.
So one of the other
Noosh.
things I was gonna say, with Iranians in Iran and what Israel is in Israel, like how difficult is it for you to be in Israel right now? Because if you have to take shelter, you have no idea where these, at least in Iran, the targets are IRGC. Anything that has to do with government, stay away, right? With Iran, these guys are just killing civilians. They're just throwing bombs and rockets and stuff in the middle of the city with no coordination of anything whatsoever. So I feel bad for them. I'm really sorry for the Israelis to be locked up and have to deal with these idiots. And I'm sorry for that. Um, but I really want to thank Israel and the states that they've really stepped up. The only two countries in the world that really stepped up for Iranians. None of the Arab countries, not Turkey, not China, no Russia, not even Europe, they stood up for Iranians. And I think the catalyst of all of this, it's been Israel. You know, there's no words. It's undisputable. There's no other country in the world that helped Iranians. And if that's the stigma that you need to get out of your brain somehow, then start loving them because they really want to bat for us, right? I mean, U.S. we're here, our country's here, so we're not in harm's way. But Israel is such a small place
You can
that
keep saying goodbye. I gotta open the gates.
you gotta open the gate.
Can you open it? Can I bring your phone?
Yeah, downstairs. Downstairs, honey.
Oh, okay. We'll say goodbye then.
Okay, goodbye.
Can you go open the gate?
Yeah.
We run before the
Yeah.
delivery guy
Yeah.
goes. Okay, that was a fast goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, Bruce said goodbye. There's a delivery. So with that said, I will be back on Fox 5 tomorrow at work and we'll be able to update. We will be able to update all that is happening in Iran. And I want to wish you, Shaden, remember what mommy said about coming here and pushing the buttons?
I did not push it.
Hands here, Baba. Okay, with that said, my hands are full now with Mr. Shaden, and mommy has to go. Everybody have a beautiful Sunday, and we'll see you guys soon. Everybody say bye.
And I'm gonna adopt it too.
Yeah, you adopted to her. Okay, bye. Give me a second. Bye.
Why is Donald Trump on fire?
No, that's not Donald Trump. This is a photo. Mommy, go over there. Can I close these, please?
Can you